My Kavanen Melonine, and well met indeed. I'm Archir Galadrith, head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer. Apologies for the stupid intro line, and let us end the Adûnâim campaign in style. Now, I have unfortunately broken something of a promise, because the Northern Adûnâim, the foul and disgraceful unfaithful that they are, have not rebuilt Faunal. So we are fighting in the ruined version, and unfortunately it is nigh on impossible to cheat the system and make the game upgrade a city for the AI, because you have to build certain buildings and you have to do certain things, and I'm fairly certain the console commands do not allow it for the AI. So here we are in the ruins of Faunal. So you will see these again, unfortunately, in the Angmar campaign, but it might be an anticlimactic battle in that one, so we never know. I have, of course, cheated my army into existence because I wanted this to be a final hurrah and show you some things that I never trained throughout the entire campaign. I also have taken two very famous generals for this battle. So our greatest current general, Eldamir, is leading the fight, and there he is at the back. Currently, the weight of the Adûnâim stands on his shoulders, and his alone. But fighting with him is perhaps our most renowned living general, a man who not only helped pave the way for the Adûnâim's first empire in the lands of Eriador, and took control of a castle against great odds, but also held the Blue Mountains against dwarven army after dwarven army, and for that, Kalatar himself leads our reinforcing force that comes in from the hills to the northwest of Faunal. Now, this really is going to be a battle for the ages, because the army that the Northern Dúnedain has is insane. We have about 4,000 troops, and they have 3,500 spread over two armies. One being led by their faction leader, Ranger Captain Hisalvon, who is coming in as reinforcements. The garrison of Faunal is 2,500 men strong, and the reinforcements have about 1,000. They are made up, their armies are made up of the finest Northern Dúnedain forces that can be trained, hence the reason Faunal has yet to fall. There is a very strong possibility that this is not going to be a victory, but it is going to be the final episode of the Adûnâim. And before we kick off into the frustration and melee that will ensue, these are one of the two units you've not seen yet. The Adûnâim Armsmen, one of the Adûnâim's finest elite units, and their sword and board elite option. You have also, of course, not seen the Umbar Knights, because I wasn't able to rebuild the Bridge of Tharbad in time. But there they are in all their splendour. The Adûnâim's only dedicated cavalry unit, and even then they're not available everywhere. But that is it. Also, let's just have a quick look at the upgraded version of these, because they look so damn good. I love the masks. And I love the simplicity of the shield. So the Abrazanim Nadu Tarek have made it into the final makeup, if you will, of this army. I did think we were fighting against the rebuilt Faunal, so I've also included catapults, and that is, of course, to my detriment. You will note I have turned off the timer, so this episode is likely to be entirely a battle for Faunal. There is no restriction on the time, so we don't have a 30-minute limit. But there's their front line, and then back in the town square itself, the rest of the Northern Dúnedain force. You'll see they've got, I can't remember their names. Arthedain Knights, or Arthedain, I think it is just Arthedain Knights. We'll see when we get closer. Those are Arthedain Men-at-Arms, if memory serves. There's some Blade Masters. They've got some bandits as well, interestingly. They're getting everyone they can to help defend. They've got some steel bowmen. Those are going to be tricky to fight off. There's some generic garrison troops. More Arthedain Men-at-Arms. And knocking around over here, some Arthedain Royal Guard. One of the finest cavalry units. More steel bowmen. They really do have it all assailed against us. Coming in from the eastern side, as I say, is the current leader of the Northern Dúnedain, presiding over what really are remnants of their old selves. Hisalvon is amongst this number somewhere. And you will note that he also comes with elite ranger units. Oh, and some siege, which they are moving up to attack us. Now, you will have noted that Faunal only has 3 entry points, and all 3 of them are at the front. So we've just gone through one there. There's another one there by the Great Gate with the horses, and then the final option over here. You will note that the catapults cannot attack, nor damage, nor destroy this large wall. It is impossible. It is not counted as a wall, but rather as an actual obstacle. i.e. an environmental aspect of the terrain. Thus, it cannot be attacked. But we will just move up. There's no point running till the time is upon us. And let us hope that our ally does actually do something and doesn't just wig out in that corner up there. The AI's reinforcements are certainly moving into position, so we must get through to the first set of the town before they are in, so that we can block their approach on this side. We also super need our reinforcements to join in. If they don't, we definitely will not win this. Because the force that to meet us down there is insanely powerful. I can't put into words how powerful that army really is. Why are you all running? I told you not to run, and now you're all running. So cease and desist. Oh, you're running again. Don't run. Please don't run. How can I get you to not do that? No, you're doing it again. Just walk, you fools. They're sending in a cavalry unit on its own. Our reinforcements are sending a pitiful assistance. Right, we're going to get in and shape up and then prepare. Ah, the enemy is going to beat us to it, are they not? Right, pikes, we need you in. You guys are going to go first. You will run. Spears, just walk yourselves into there. Chosen, get yourselves at the back for now. Adûnâim, likewise. Same with yourselves. Don't fire at will. Come and get involved. Oh, is it because you're all grouped? I bet it is. Catapults. Also not set to fire at will currently. And then we'll use the cavalry to our advantage to get a bit of a flank on. So, cavalry, why don't you come over here, actually? Come in the other way. Look sharpish. Oh, what is our ally doing? He's not moving anything in save his 2 cavalry battalions. And he's sending those around the sides. Oh, he's really having a day. Oh, dear. Oh, they're ignoring us, though. They are pushing for the town square. That's interesting. Alright, our army will get into position, then. Shouldn't do this at time 6. This is going to lag so hard. Oh, and the AI is coming out to meet us. Right, new plan. Pikes. Drop your pike wall. Make a line. Spearmen. Cover that gap. Siege. Get into position there. Armsmen go behind. You 3 can go behind them. Adûnâim remain behind the archers, who are going to stay in that kind of angular approach. Everybody run. A single solitary... Oh, cavalry archers. Interesting. Get those pikes down, men. Ah, catapults are in. Tell you what, 1 catapult, go that way. And go and you're going to help us. Well, why don't we send both of them to go that way, actually? That's much better. And then you can fire down that alleyway. Baruthios Rangers. There's some Adûnâim bodyguards over there. Trade blows with them. Having some trouble with some men walking into the wall. But only some. Only a single unit by the looks of it, actually. Do not move forward. Hold that line. Well, to be honest, actually, one wonders if we shouldn't pull back. Like so. Curl into the corners. And just let them walk past if that's what they want to do. Move those there. Move those to go there. And thus, you guys can go in that gap. Again, everybody run. Oh, I put it on time 6. I should not do that. We're not going to be able to do this one at time 6. What's our ally doing? Please tell me you're getting involved. No, he's still just wigging around. Oh, it's really not enjoying it. Slowing down at every chance it gets. We are pushing the game to its absolute limit with this battle. Move those men up. Catapults, you are in position. You have the go-ahead to fire. Unleash fury down upon these fools. Ah, Adûnâim's still bowman. Oh wow, this is going to be nigh on unplayable at this rate. What are they doing? Waiting. The bulk of their forces going the other way to meet their allies in the town square, but we're away! Oh, lovely strike! As the units do begin to die off, the game should speed up. But at the moment, it's really having a bad day with it. Pikes, what are you doing? Get them! Catch these ones that have stayed at the back. Get him up, get him up. Alright, pikes, you're going to go down the middle and you're going to walk into our enemy.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Interesting. Positivity. Adûnâim knights are the ones that don't have the fancy armor. So what am I thinking of? Sword masters, maybe, are they called?
We've captured the enemy's walls.
Move in there. You guys, plug that tiny little side gap. We are getting a lot of kills down the middle there. I must apologise for the sluggish nature. I can't do out about it. Ceasefire. Moving in on them, getting them down. Alright, you guys are also going up the middle to go with the pikes. I think that army there has been salvaged and is going to die off. The sellswords are losing out. Move the catapults up. Baruthiels, go with them. Yes. The great cavalry unit is charging our elite pikes. Fools. Oh, and our allies' cavalry is moving over there to assist. I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening there, but who's that coming in there? Adûnâim bodyguards. That's his Salvan, I believe. Or does he have someone with him? He might have someone with him. In any event, one of our cavalry units can come in and assist with this. The other one moved down further. Catapults. I'd love to be able to shoot further down the line, so don't waste your arrows on things just yet. You guys, still bowmen. You gentlemen, move up. They all will die. Hold this line, brothers. Drop those pikes and charge. You've killed the cavalry. They're getting kills over the... Yeah, they're going down. Surrounded on all fronts. Alright, move these guys up. Are you doing as you were told? Sort of. Hit those bodyguards. Give them all you have. In they go. Oh, we captured a building, yay. The Adûnâim bodyguards, please, not the siege. So we passed the maelstrom. Come on. Alright, here we go. Lances down. Now, the Adûnâim bodyguards are armor piercing, so when they do whap out their axes, they're going to be deadly. But then our unit, if memory serves, no, does not have... we don't have armor piercing. They have in the next version, I think. Am I thinking of the right unit? I'm pretty sure they were changed to a mace unit. But they don't at this current time. The siege equipment has just walked into us. That's just so typical of the AI, isn't it? They've been called into battle. You guys move up with them. Keep pressing forward. There's some Adûnâim Royal Guard over there that looks like you can shoot. Move the siege up. You guys, still bowmen, go. You folks, cut in on that side there. Why are there just still bowmen charging us? What are they doing? Backspace U, if memory serves. Those are the keyboard commands to make them fire at will. I'm playing as immersively as possible. How are we doing? What's this over here? Sneak attack! Ah, but they've massacred the bodyguard. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Right, you in position? Yes. Adûnâim Royal Guard. Oh, no. Oh, that's our ally. He's finally made some units into the town. And his army is moving. Right, we've got reinforcements coming. We just have to hold the enemy, keep them engaged long enough. Catapults, you know what you need to do. Come on, shoot at something. Just because the enemy's changing position. The game is handling it a little bit better. As units are dying off and less... It's having to calculate less attacks and things. It's starting to pick up. No, cease, 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 cease. The enemy's not in a good position for it anymore. Get our cavalry to hit those volunteers. Right, back to the general. What have we got over here? Adûnâim Blade Masters have moved in. Take them out. You're going to assist the cavalry. His salve one is down to 4. And there's something else coming in over there. More steel bowmen. You guys flank over there, and then once you finish with that, hit those steel bowmen. Thank you very much. You gentlemen, you're doing now. Let's push the lines up. Oh, they're going for the diamond charge. Adûnâim against Adûnâim. Faithful against King's men. It's the Second Age all over again. In the splendor of the Second Age's ruin. What's you fighting against? Steel bowmen, not very many of them though. Keep them walking up. Keep the general in the back though, we don't want to get him involved just yet. Ah, we've moved in and assisted. His Salvon will go down soon. The Rangers and Steel Bowmen are moving in to try and save him. I'm happy to sacrifice that entire cavalry battalion if it means the death of the current Ranger captain.
Dead. That'll teach him to ride to war on a pony.
And who was it? Yes! His Salvon is no more. And our support has just entered the city. Baruthio's Rangers mostly. The vanguard. Alright. Perfect. The Maelstrom moves forward, so... Keep units in reserve though, let's not waste... You guys are doing well. Cavalry pull out, don't get suckered into another charge. We want to be able to get a line here so we can just fire raining hell down on there. I did check to see if the Adûnâim get Trebuchet, but they don't. Annoyingly. And as much as I'd love to give them Trebuchet for version 3, the unit that uses the Trebuchet has Gondorian armor. So, unless I ask Hummingbird very nicely, could you just knock up an Adûnâim version of the Gondor Trebuchet wielder? I mean, I might do that. We've got plenty of time. He might be a tad irritated with me, but I'm sure we've got plenty of time. Move up, move up, move up, move up. It certainly is a lot riskier in terms of, obviously, knowledge. Not being able to see how many of each unit is left alive. Well, they're utterly surrounded. But remember, the Nadu Tariq, the reason I of course brought them, I only brought 3 in my army and 3 in my allies, is of course because they are armor piercing. So they were absolute necessity, really, if we are to finally kill off these Arthedain knights. Who are they fighting against over there? Adûnâim men-at-arms. And then what's that there? Oh my goodness. Arthedain Royal Guard have come around the sides. Heavy cavalry against heavy cavalry.
That'll teach him to ride to war on a pony.
Ah, and the enemy has fully nerfed themselves. Arvedui the Just. Ah, how unbelievably fitting that their last leader, after the death of Hisalvan, Arvedui has taken over the Ranger captainship mid-battle. And of course, those lore aficionados amongst you will of course know that Arvedui literally means last king. And it was indeed the name of the final king of Arthedain at this very location. Although no, Arvedui didn't fight here, of course. He was killed in Forochel. He drowned. But Faunal was the site, of course, of the fall of the Northern Dúnedain in the past. And it is going to be the site of their fall once again. I can't believe he was called Arvedui. That is so poetic. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Alright, have you guys finished? It looks like you have. So the catapults can move up. I'm assuming these people have run out of arrows. Ah, no, they're still going. Move forwards. I went hard on our melee aspects, and I didn't really bring in many archers. We've won on the eastern front. On the eastern side of the city. Soon we shall have fresh reinforcements, and the AI will not, as their reinforcements are already in their army, and they're sending them to us one at a time. It's a bit pathetic. They're also charging their own units into the enemy lines, as you do. But we are just going to plough down the middle. Yeah, cause a mass. I'm surprised they haven't routed with the death of both of their leaders. But we've taken the first square. Oh, have you all won over there as well? Oh, it looks like you have.
Enemy force remains.
Perfect. I know just where you guys can go. Don't run though. You shall be the flanking force. As I was hoping the AI would be, but they're going to come down the middle by the looks of it. Well, some units have gone left, but not enough, really. Ah, the enemy is broken there. Oh, the enemy has hardly anything left. Oh, we are absolutely smashing it. I didn't even need my allies. Form a line. Let's get the siege up. Move into positions. Let's do this. Who's that coming down the middle? Blade Masters. Run if you aren't already, because you're about to be engaged, but I need you to protect the catapults when they get here.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh, they're broken already and are fighting to the death. Do it. Unleash fury. Just go and stand there. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Move up. Catapults. Get ready. Get ready. I'm loosed. Oh, close. It's all going on. Before the great House of Kings, our armies stand prepared. As our flanking force moves around. I can't believe how easily I have actually ended up winning this. The AI had a really elite force of Dúnedain. And they are just as good, if not better, than the Adûnâim. But, I don't know, through something, catapults can fire at will, they've lost. As our army just blobs into them now. Eldamir, you will have the honor of standing before the House of Kings. Adûnâim armsmen, You are to act as his guard. Move with him, ensure the survival. Now do note as well that yes, I've given my troops a little bit of boosted experience. As you can see, they're all experienced. But the army we are facing is also significantly experienced. There were a lot of gold chevrons in this army when I did the pre-battle, when you get the pre-battle screen. So it's really not heavily balanced in my favour. But we've just trounced them, absolutely trounced them. We've lost hardly any units. You'll note as well we don't even have armour upgrades. Alright, everyone has a weapon upgrade, but madness. I'm surprised how easily we won, I really am. I'm expecting us to win before Eldamir even makes it to the House of Kings, to be honest. Ceasefire, ceasefire. We don't want to outwardly kill our own forces. You men just hold defense, we've got this. I told you to cease fire! Christ. Get all that off again. Eldamir's much faster than the Chosen. Oh, they're not called that anymore, are they? They used to be called Castamir's Chosen, but now they're called Adûnâim Armsmen. The enemy's flanking forces are moving in. As are ours. Eldamir, I want you standing before the House of Kings. Adûnâim Armsmen, cover him. Get into those Battle of Middle-earth 2 ruined towers. There it is. The great wall of Faunal rises into the heights of the sky behind. As once again the great northern city falls. This time to true Adûnâim, as opposed to the foul taint of the Witch King. Knights of Ambar is what they're called in the files. They're actually called Narrow and Arrow Royals, but in the files they are called Ambar Knights. I only know that because I had to find the code to cheat them into the game. Into the back. Slowly, unfortunately, but they still get the charge bonus. There's Eldamir's. Currently, as I say, our finest living general. He holds more command stars than any other. He was currently governing the town of Bree. It is Calatar who came the furthest, for at the time of bringing him north to Faunal, he was the governor of Castle Good Hope, our most southerly holding. Turn and face! It's over. It's over, Eldamir. He bows in acknowledgement. He knows it too. Send forth all legions. Utterly obliterate the resistance. As the green banners of the Adûnâim still wave above their dying armies. As more and more of the men of the king flow into the city of Faunal. The last holdout of the northern Adûnâim stands.
We've lost control of the castle.
Ridiculous. Bandits surviving to the end. Adûnâim men-at-arms, clad in the great finery of Arnor, stand triumphant. For they have fought well, and they have died even better. Pikemen pressing them into the knights behind. Their cries echoing amongst this ruined city. We shall watch on. We shan't give in. Great sea of red. I love the Adûnâim. They're such a fun aspect of this game now. So much fun. Oh dear. They even have curved swords. Curved swords. Just top it all off. One man's gone. Only two remain, and one is down. The final holdout. He's gone. No, it's over. It's over. Adûnâim shall come to live here once more. True Adûnâim. True Adûnâim. I am wondering then, maybe, if the fact that all of my warriors had upgraded weapons just made it an absolute slaughterfest. But Adûnâim and his Salvant just could not hold us out. But here we go. The true golden sword, presented by our nation's finest leader, goes to... No way. Kalatar's reinforcing Naru and Aru Royal Knights killed 257 of our deathly enemy. Of our own command. There's quite a nice variety in the kills, so good to see that everyone's passing the buck. But at 225 kills, our Pharazon's faithful claim the top spot. Only slightly pipping 222 Naru and Aru Royal Guard again. Cavalry getting a lot of kills. 221 Adûnâim Armsmen. Another honourable mention. Kalatar killing absolutely none. And Eldamir killing none either. Madness. Our Kadruratan catapults killing barely any between them. But there it is. The end. It's over. This campaign has marked the longest campaign on the channel. And if you're interested in some of the analytics, the campaign has never seen a video achieve less than circa 4,000-ish views, which is phenomenal for a channel of my age and niche. And I do take that as a win, to be honest. I'm pleased with that. I've absolutely loved it. I'm really hoping Angmar can live up to this because I have thoroughly enjoyed playing this campaign. I do see that all things should have an end, and this is a perfect and fitting end, but I've loved it. And I hope you've enjoyed each step of the way with me. The Adûnâim campaign has almost spanned the developer time for version 3, to be honest. And there we are, the Adûnâim fall.
An honourable, glorious victory.
The last bastion now turns to the angle.
Conquered. It will be an honour.
Ranger Captain Handir. Oh no, of course, hang on. Ranger Captain is their heir, not their leader. So Adûnâim was not the final leader, so that was unwarranted. They could not upgrade it because... they have got the Mason's Guildhouse, though. I'm interested to see why that's not been able to be upgraded. Oh, hang on. No, of course. This is version 2.15, isn't it? And in this version of the game, Faunal was not yet included. That's why it has not been upgraded. So apologies, everyone. Of course, in version 2.2, the one you're playing, Faunal can be upgraded by all Adûnâim nations, and of course it will be the same in version 3. But in this one, it was not possible. So taking a little look around the world as we end, then the Misty Mountains truly did claim the victory, and even now can still hold the torch of the most powerful nation. Their realm is gargantuan. Dol Guldur beaten to very, very little, and they, of course, would have fallen if it had continued. Dale and Erebor would not have held Rune back much longer, or Khand, sorry. Rune fell to Khand quite some time ago. Harad, nothing really. Dol Amroth and Gondor existing as nothing but tiny little holdouts in the south could have defeated them too. Mordor growing in power as the game continued, and Isengard weakening, but it would have meant, ultimately, we would have defeated the Blue Mountains. We have a couple more of their towns under siege, our armies moving in on more towns. It would not have been long before they fell. We would then have had to have fought off Isengard and the Misty Mountains. Isengard would fall quite easily because we really caught them unawares, and Mordor have helped and piled on the victory for us. But the Misty Mountains would have been a horrific slog through the just sheer swarm they would send. But I think with the point that we are at now, we would have emerged ultimately victorious. But it would have been so boring fighting Mordor and the Misty Mountains. But anyway, there we are. So this is the end of the Adûnâim, and Angmar will now take their place. I hope to record the first 2 episodes back to back this coming Saturday, so it will release sometime over the weekend. Version 3 will come to you in time. No promises, no dates. 3, but version 3 will release in due course. We've got a lot of testing to do before that time. And that's about it, really. If you take a look at the faction rankings, overall ranking, Unfortunately, you can only do top 5 plus yourself. Because you'll know 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, no way! We were in the top 5. Well, of course we were. There's only 5 powerful nations left. We were alongside Harad, who we just beat to 4th spot by the looks of it. And then Mordor? No, Isengard next. Isengard, steep drop off there as we started attacking them. And then as you can see, Misty Mountains and Mordor vying at the top. With Mordor actually at the moment clinching it as being the most powerful. Variegs of Khan just falling behind us. And then I don't know where the others are. Way down the bottom. There we are. That's overall ranking. Militarily, if we swap it back to top 5, see if we're in it. Yes, we are. Again, the same 5 factions, but this time we actually fall behind all of them in terms of military. We are really not doing very well. Even Harad are better than us. That's disappointing. Production-wise, we are 3rd, though. Significantly better than the others. Oh, sorry, hang on. Top 5. Yes, we are 3rd. With a huge boost there at the end when we were training all those armies in preparation of taking on the dwarves. Really, really smashing it out of the park there. Dwarves doing terribly with our current destruction of them toward the end. And then finally, territorial ranking, we again were 3rd. That's interesting to note that we are 3rd, actually. I don't know, I thought Variegs might have had a claim, but we've got a lot of small provinces in it amongst all that. So we really, I would say, quite firmly, at the moment, we are the 3rd greatest power in the world. And considering that we landed in Tharbad all those years ago, hundreds of years ago, sorry, or not hundreds, however long ago, it's divided by 4, not times it by 4. Whatever that is, divided by 4, I don't know, 80 odd years, something a little bit more than that, or just under that. Yeah, 2980, wasn't it? So 78 years. We got there. 78 years ago, we landed in Tharbad with a view of claiming all of Eriador for our own. We were expanding quite nicely, as I say. Kard Kalatar claiming a town after him. Balakan taking one as well. And we made it all the way to the Blue Mountains. And then we stirred the wrath of the Blue Mountain Dwarves. We were pushed right back and we abandoned everything and fled. We returned and took the town of Siduri. Siduri became the capital of our great empire, and we made an alliance with Isengard and turned our attention northward. We pushed as far north as we could. After having held, of course, with our expeditionary force in the Blue Mountains, before then allying with the Blue Mountains and turning against Dunland and the Misty Mountains. We then fought Dunland off, turned on Isengard, and when the time was right, we broke our bond of fellowship with the dwarves and took many of their towns in a blitzkrieg-like assault on their border regions. Taking successfully as well the town of Bree. And that is where we then find ourselves after having smashed Faunal into the dirt, leaving the northern Adûnâim only with Fennis Drurnin. And so endeth the campaign. So I do hope you've enjoyed watching along. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode specifically as well. I hope you're looking forward to Angmar version 3 on the 3 and all that comes with it. And until we speak again, dear friends, Navair Naden Perimad Melonin, and farewell.